Right, hello, can we hear me now? Am I working now, Titan? Please say I'm working now. Please say I'm working now. I really need someone to confirm that my shit is working, please. There we go. Thank you. So yeah, welcome in then everyone to round 7 of assists. We are just in qualifying. We did start a little bit late due to a couple of people not being able to get in the lobby. So obviously there was a few people with quality bans. High Nick is having to serve one because he was late swapped in. Well, he was swapped in but was not on the official official lineup. Riley was late subbed in but before the official start time, so he is free to do qualifying. Valaris and FPR both have quali bans, but why he is... Okay, why is he should not be doing quali right now. He needs to be serving a quali ban. Is there somebody from F? No, TDR has two. Both TDR drivers are in. Both TDR drivers are there. Like they're right here. They're right here, Titan. Lenny and Benson. Lenny and Benson are the two drivers. But I need to tag that FPR. I need to tag Freddy. Yeah, your team is in the Alpine, Titan, so you're good. I have also been tagged twice on Discord. Ah. Okay, so that's what's happened to the other AMS driver. It's personal reasons why they're not here. I'm not gonna say it on stream if you're a part of your, because yeah. But I also need to tag Freddy. Actually, I need to double check when things subbed the guy in. Oh, it's after the deadline. Okay, so that should be that'll be another quali ban. No. So that tells me something. So yeah, both Titan drivers are set into laps. But Moxie was faster than Riley. Like, people do know you can get extra point for Inter's pole, right? Like, why has nobody else been doing it? Obviously, at this point, it's too late because you can only do it up until 12 minutes into the session. Like, am I the only person that tells their team about the extra point? Because obviously, at the end of the season, I will have to calculate it manually because the companion app doesn't let me add extra points to teams, but it lets me actually do it to players. So, uh, 11. I'm just letting Rev Rob know he has 11 minutes to get someone in. What a scam, Inter's poll. It's in the effing rulebook. It's been there since the start of the season. You can't tell me that it's a scam. I'm the only... Put say, Titan Esports and QDR are the only two teams that have actually attempted it all season. The QDR drivers are just not bothered now for the last few races. Like, only the Titan drivers have. Like, say, am I the only person that actually tells my drivers there's extra points available? Like, I swear. Like I swear, I'm the only person that tells. Yeah, I know. Nobody reads the freaking rulebook. Like, you would think people would read the rulebook. But I know for a fact, I've read the rulebook because I read the damn thing. After I had to rewrite the whole thing. Robbie knows the rulebook, so he should be telling his drivers about it. I didn't even notice Para disconnected, so that's pain. I also have been yapping too much anyway. But yeah, I'm still waiting for Rev Rob to DM to tell me when he's got another driver in. Because at the minute there's only one AMS driver in. Like I said, he does have just over, I'd say 9 minutes now to get that driver in. Where am I going to put this where it's not in the way? Like, it's my track map. There? No, there? You know, that works. Invite Power again. Why is he disconnected, Alex? Is he disconnected? Power should be towards the top of the list anyway. E. There it is. He has been sent one. I do have... that should not have fallen off. Yeah. That is pain. Like I said, where am I going to stick this where it won't fall? Right. Don't fall. Yeah, he has been sent a new invite, Alex, so let him know. I also... Wrong button. Let's get that on, that on. There we go. Like I say, AMS does have a little bit of time to get someone in. Oh, there we go, it's Brandox. Oh! Alright then, so that answers that question. It's Brandox that's in. Brandox and Teo. Right, so that's good then. So Brandox will serve the AMS quali ban due to being subbed in rather late. And I will need to tell Freddy. I'm trying to enjoy my roast dinner as well, which is pain. Right, so who's at the top? We've got Rafa at the top, Yarrow running here, we've got Florian, Vin, and we got Simon here, and I got G, and Teo, Zuba. I'm sure I'm saying this guy's name right, or Zuba? Yeah. We've got Speed G, I got Rafa, Lenny, Benson. I see the word Chen, so this person is getting called Chen. I am not misstaying his name, so he's getting called Chen as Miskaski. Okay, Yoro gone top of the board ahead of his teammates. So right now it's a 1-2 for QDR. Zenili has gone up to 5th. I got Merxa here. Definitely on, not on a lap. Benson, you on a lap? No. Para, you've just done a lap. Moxu's in the pits. Riley coming across line to finish his first lap, and it's a 10.3. Still last of everybody. So, it's in a good start. Is Para on another lap here, though? He's definitely been a battery. So Parrot on a lap here then. Currently down in 16th position. With 5 minutes to go. Still plenty of time. Oh, he was 2 seconds down, so 2 seconds down, so he bailed out of his lap. Teo on a lap. No, he's about to start one though. Nope, into the bin. Chen. Definitely started a lap. Don't see how much Chen was up there in the middle in the first sector. I'm missing everything right now because I'm too busy focused on someone else. Yeah. Okay, so Lenny's not on a map. But I think this guy is. Mercer? Mercer? Migrating host. That's pain. Robbie. Uh-oh. Well, you may have an issue. Robbie just lost the session. That's bad. That is Pigs. I don't know who the lobby host is. Right. So if we have mad desync issues in the first 4 laps, if we have desync issues in the first 5 laps, I will restart. So, because I don't know who the host is. So I will need managers and engineers in the YouTube chat to let me know when it gets to the race that if there's any lag or desync issues within the first 5 laps. Because if you do so, we'll restart and we'll put someone else as the host. Or make a brand new lobby with Robbie as the host. Because Robbie has disconnected from the session, so I don't know who the host is. I'm hoping it went to me. But if it hasn't, we're in stuck. because we might need to make a brand new lobby. So it's like that's I'll need managers and engineers in the YouTube chat to let me know if there's any desync issues when we get into the main race, and preferably in the first 5 laps. Because if you don't do it in the first 5 laps, we will just carry on. So I'm warning you all now. Needs to be done within the first 5 laps. As people are improving. He's improving. He's not on a lap. Oh, he's the wrong way around. Yoro's not improving. He's the wrong way around. Florian just improved. Rafa. Cross line goes fastest by a hundredth of a second. Tio and Simon have gone. Well, Tio's gone ahead of Simon. Simon's going out last corner as G's gone up to 5th. Simon only improves up to P7. Lenny is not improving. Chen, are you improving? I think you are. Up to line 9 for Chen. It's currently 11th. Goes to P10. Teo is not improving. Florian's not improving. Rafa improves. Riley improved. But no, I don't think Riley's on another lap. Moxu's off the road. Para's not improving. Mercer's not improving. Benson not on a lap. Para not. I don't know if Para's improving. No, Para's. No, I would say Para's not improving. Alright, so that is it then for qualifying. So, yeah, that is going to be it then for qualifying. Yep, that will be it for qualifying, as Moxu is slowly going around the track, killing sponsorship boards. Well, can we just hurry up? Can we just hurry up, Moxu? Right, now retiring the pits, thank you. I don't know who the lobby host is after Robbie disconnected. Oh, crap. Oh, and now Tio's left the session. That is just the worst possible time for someone to leave the session. Anyway then. So, Rafa, Top, then Zen, Yara, Florian, Vinny, G, Zuba, then Simon, Teo, Rafa, Chen, Speed, Lenny, Riley, Para, Jensen, Mercer, Moxu, and then the qualifying bands of Hi Nick, Alex Lamas, Brandox, and Thirsty. So oh, apparently it's one of TRS guys. Okay. Let me just re-invite Robbie. So we can invite people in that disconnect. And then I need to... So apparently Zuba's what time is it? Right, I'll try and get Tia back in quickly. Where is he? Just looking for Teo. He should be down here somewhere. There he is. Right, I've sent him a new invite, so... So Teo's been given an invite, so driver should be readying up shortly. And we should be getting on the way rather quickly. I did also forget to show you the standings, but obviously they will be on Discord. I'll quickly bring them up for you on screen right now. So there you go, WRL at the top by 14 points ahead of both Valaris and QDR, who are both 14 points behind. Alien, after missing 2 weeks, are 35 points behind, but they are racing today. And then TRS, XR, and Titan Esports all 40, 41 points behind. So it is rather close, to be fair, in the assists. Like, only 69 points separates the top teams, but to all the teams. But yeah, but anyway, here we are. Lights are on. Lights out, and away we go then for the Dutch GP. It looks like it's a decent getaway from the Williams of Zen, who's trying to get ahead of Rafa. Para's left the session. Brandon's now left the session. Oh, this is not one but two just immediately desynced out the session. That is absolute pain. And that is absolute pain that several people have just disconnected there. So that is pain. Robbie is in the session, so if those guys that have disconnected, if they can add Robbie on Discord, then he should be able to get you back in. As yeah, I think there's desync. I think so. There's a bit of desync because not one but two drivers disconnected straight away. So I think it's best to restart. Right. There is some desync. So can all drivers retire, please? I knew for a fact it was gonna happen. A few people have disconnected. I need people to freaking thing, but people are not listening. Like I said, I am calling for a restart. There's just... I'm also gonna ping managers. Yeah, we are restarting. Literally, can all these idiots retire for fuck's sake? There's nothing I can do when the drivers don't fucking listen. Like so far, only FPR have listened to me, and I'm not screwing one team over because I've called for a restart and drivers are not restarting. Fucking hell! Bro, and Listen, can we all freaking retire, please? Like, come on. When an owner calls for a fucking restart, you effing restart. Yes. I need to go get the. I need to get the stream up so I can get quality back up because that, like I say, we should just be able to freaking thing. Like I say, I need people to retire, but people are just not fucking listening. For fuck's sake. Okay. Oh, now we all decide to effing Can we all just... I've called for freaking... Alright. I need to make this new freaking lobby and start getting everyone freaking in. Right. I said we are restarting because the host left, and then 4 people disconnected. It's not fair to do that. It's not fair to the entire everyone that's in the lobby. If 4 people DC right at the very start, like it is not fair to those drivers. So we'll try and get like every single driver in as fast as humanly possible. Raf. So we'll try and get every single driver in as fast as humanly possible. Then Robbie can set the grid. Robbie will need to go back through my stream to get the grid. To be fair, if he gets it from when Moxu was messing around. Okay, why aspect is that name? I don't know. This guy. It's just a pain looking for everyone. You guys already in the lobby. This guy. This guy. Not that guy. Not that guy. This guy. This guy. It's just annoying when your friends list is so freaking big. You go look for everyone. There's Chen. Like, if people can invite their teammates as well, while there's Benson. Like, I know most of the drivers are supposed to be in the session anyway, but if drivers can invite their teammates, that'll be good. As I'm now looking for Simon. It's annoying when some people just ride the very fudging bottom. There's Zen. I'm at 18. Who am I missing? I've got both of those in. I'm missing one TDR. The other XR. Oh yeah, both VMVs. So one TDR is missing. I invited both TDRs already. I just need to invite the VMV drivers. And Robbie can get fixed on thing. Close that. Close that. That. This. Get fixed on. I don't want to hear my voice as a thing, so just go back. I said I would like it when drivers freaking listen. Here we go. There's the grid. Let's just do this. And then grab this. And then copy this. Right. Who is... Okay, why do you not have freaking rolls? Like the Fook. Who is missing? I've got 20. Okay, no man, we're not missing anyone. Right, everyone's in. Right. This is pain when drivers don't freaking listen to you. Like, I'm very close to like raging out at these drivers. This is just fun. Like you would think when an owner calls a restart due to desync, when he asked for people to let him know if there is desync within the first 5 laps, I was like, yeah. Grid is set, okay. Right, grid's done. Grid is set, let's go. And we will try again. This is pain. I see, we should still finish by about 7:30, so we're fine. Benson. I was gonna mark that as red. Right. Right. Now we just wait for people to get themselves sorted. We should be going trackside in a few seconds. And there we go. Safe driver ready up at XX50. So 2-minute warning. There we go. Right, there we go. Right. So while drivers ready up, while we wait for drivers to finalize their setups, the rest strategies, and all the other crap, let's bring on some points, some points so we can talk you through them. So last week, Titan Esports picked up the race victory and the most points they've picked up all season long. So it actually brings them back into this championship fight they have here. So they are only 41 points behind WRL, but obviously with 4 races left, including this one, it's still anyone's game. Obviously, Alien not partaking in the last 2 races, but are partaking today, so they should be able to catch up on the points. But it is anyone's guess of who is going to win today. Obviously, WRL are at the top by 14 points ahead of Valaris and QDR. Obviously, as well, bear in mind, assists does have a small prize pool, but it's not as big as the NA pool. So that goes to the top 3, which is obviously held by those 3 teams. Obviously, then you got Alien about 20 extra points behind them, and then you've got TRS, XR, and Titan Esports, about 6 points adrift from them. And then obviously we've got ESPL and TDR, FRS, FSR, and VMV just a further bit behind. So obviously we hope we should be able to get going soon enough, because by my clock it is 10 to, well, it's about 10 to. So but I'll quickly bring on this track map for you guys. So you can see the 14 turn, it's 2.646 mile long with its 2 active air zones. Yesterday I saw some very unorthodox overtaking places around this track in the NA race. So I'm hoping we could see some more of those today. But we'll have to wait and see as people are now readied up and we got 4 lights, 5 lights. And lights out! Away we go here for round number 6 of the AVC Championships. As it looks like it's a decent getaway again from Rafa, but again Zen is sending it up the inside at turn 1. And it looks like they're going to be side by side as they come towards turn 3. But it looks like Zen is not giving that place, so he's going to try to go around it all the way around the outside, but nope. And here comes the other QDR driver, just bumps the back of him as we got one of the ESPL drivers going the opposite direction. We've got Zuba gaining places, Riley's gained quite a few already. Oh. As we've now, there we go, they've all fixed each other now. So the top 2, so realistically the top 3 have not changed from where they are. Rafa and Chen have not moved. A few people have moved over back as we got hit. As we've got Florian and Vinny. Oh, contact in both rounds, and they're all round. Oh god, they're all just spinning out there. That is not good. So quite a few people benefited from this. Whoa! And who's that just losing the back end? That's Riley losing the back end. That's not good for TTN. But looks like Moxie, the other TTN driver, is doing okay. He's got both Aston Martins right next to him. Unfortunately, Riley did take a small spin, but he's got going again. But due to contact between, I assume Vinny and the VMV drivers caused them both to spin. But they're all still within the long train, as Heineke is going to try and look to get up the inside of Moxu, but then will become the outside line. But nope, he's now having to defend here from Brandox, who's now got Power trying to get up these inside, but Power not going for it, as we got Heineke here again trying to go in for the move on Moxu, and will get the move done up into 11th place. As Rafa and G are fighting further back, as Rafa's going to try and come back at him up the other side of turn 9. Sorry, turn 8, and now here comes G going to try and come back at him at turn 9, up the inside. A good little fight there between these two drivers, but Rafa having to settle for 18th as it stands. As Riley's actually caught back up to these guys. Interesting. But Jensen has not. But anyway, here's your tyres. Oh. Nobody going for the alternate strategy. Interesting. Very interesting. So every single driver is on the medium tyre. But one thing to note, yesterday, some people tried the 2-stop, some people tried the 1-stop. Yesterday's race winner for was FST. FST Jack. He did the 1-stop strategy from medium to hard and won the race. Alex Lamas is getting so many places off this race now. Look where he is. He's already up to P8. He started from back near 20th place and he's now up into P8. Valaris pretty much sending one of their best drivers out on the track here, and is slowly making his way through the field. As who is actually the biggest gainer right now? So here we go. Biggest gainer obviously is Alex Lamas. We got Simon and Tio here both gaining 4. We got Speed and Lenny here gaining 6. We got Heineck gaining 8. Moxu also gaining 6. Brandox gaining 8. And then biggest losers are Florian, who's lost 11. G for has lost 10. And then we got Chen, who's lost 9. And then Riley, who's lost 7. So they're your biggest losers. And the top 3 are like unchanged. But Zen here is really fighting away as Speed is getting ahead of Teo. And has got ahead. I need to get off the board. Get off. There we go. As looks like Florian is losing a place further back. As Heineke is struggling to keep into the 1 second of his teammate, as his teammate is getting past Vinny, but Vinny's just disappeared. What's happened to Vinny? Where is he gone? Oh, he's just spun it. Vinny has absolute spun it. So he's gonna Benson Jensen is gonna have some company now. But because of Vinny spinning, it's actually left Heineke very thing here. as Heineke is struggling to keep it in 1 second as the two ESPL drivers are swapping places. That's understandable if one is faster than the other. It makes complete sense to do so. We've got Alex Lamas here right on the back of Lost Lenny for TDR. Whoa, Alex gonna go for the bit of the set. Lenny's left in the space. Oh, Alex a little wobble down the exit, so he's conceded the place back to Lenny. He's going to try and the up and under. Yes, he is. As Vinny's into the pits to retire. Still side by side here as Lenny and Alex here. Still side by side as we come around turn 6. Lenny is still ahead though as we come around turn 7. So Alex Lamas trying to make the move, but just couldn't quite make it. So Alex Lamas having to drop back into P8, but there's now going to probably be under a little bit of pressure here from Zuba behind. Oh, Zuba has a little wobble out of that corner there. Yeah, he's really dropped his teammate. He's well and truly dropped his teammate. He's going to be under pressure here from the McLaren here of Moksu. But he's not quite close enough. No, Heineke a little slow there. So we'll have to see if Moksu makes a move. As again, Alex Lamas is right on the back of Lenny. So we're going to ride on board here with the Valaris driver as he's looking to improve up to P7. Want to try and get ahead as... Oh, he's going to try and go for it on the brakes again into turn 1. And this time is successful to get past Lenny. Alex Lamas now into P7. As the two race leaders are actually fighting. They're actually side by side, Rafa and Zen here. And they are still side by side as we come in towards turn 6. Still side by side, whereas Zen is now having to concede the place. As these guys have actually pulled away a little bit from Speed G. And now Teo is under pressure here from Alex Lamas. Is Alex going to try for a move up the inside of turn 9? I've seen people do that yesterday, but no, he's going to choose not to. Teo for AMS is struggling just a little bit. Heineke is spun now. Heineke is spun. He's just dropped to the back of the pack. That's not good for Heineke. He was ahead. He was ahead of Moksu, so that's not good. As Alex Lamas is prepping the move on Teo. He's probably going to do it into turn 1. Oh, he's not even going to need it into turn 1. He's going to be side by side with the AMS driver. As we come to turn 1 on the inside, job done for Alex Lamas. Next target will be his own teammate. And I don't think his own teammate's going to hold him up for long once he catches up. But the only thing is that Alex Lamas may bring the guys behind him with him. Because Alex is a bit of a fast driver. Bit. As I understand why Valaris have sent him out today, because Valaris want to take that top spot from WRL. Unfortunately, one of the drivers is out of this race, and that other driver is currently down in 19th position, by the way. Fighting with Riley. As Zuba here is trying to get around the outside of Lost Lenny to try and get into 8th, and has done. As Brandox and Gia here fighting over 11th, which is right behind Moksu, who's keeping ahead of these guys. But these two are side by side, being pushed onto the gravel just a little bit. There is the Mercedes driver. They're still... The more these two fight as well, the more that McLaren's going to get away. As obviously finally Riley's got ahead of Chen, who's just not having the best race at all for WRL. We got the two leaders here. It looks like Zen is burning that battery to try and mount an attack, but just doesn't. As Brandox is now spun. Oh, Brandox is now spun it. This is not good. So, oh wow, what's happened here? Freaking everyone behind Moksu's just disappeared. He's only got Rafa for company now. So what's happened here then? Because Brandox is dropped. Florian's already pitted. Oh, and now freaking Gia's dropped it. Oh, he's also got wing damage too. Oh, he's got major wing damage. That'll explain why. So I missed that. Oh, as Heineck is into the wall, and that's his entire front wing gone. As it looks like Teo is now to the back of this train. That is unfortunate for him. As Raf is into the pits, same as Simon. So I think those two are locking themselves into the two-stop. Because if you're doing a one-stop, you're pitting around lap 14 to 16 is your pit window if you're doing a one-stop. If you pit this early, you're locking yourself to the two-stop. As G gets 10 for speeding in the pit lane and is retired from the session. So ESPL are now down to one driver. That does suck us, but Para is in P11, so that is good. So they're doing good at the minute. So we're going to go on board here with Zen and Yaro. I assume Zen will probably pit this lap to respond to Raphael. But I'm not entirely sure. I know Yoro might. I don't know if Yoro's going to do the same strategy as his teammate. Only time will tell. But we'll soon find out. As Alex and Masters also got past his teammate. I've missed this, and he's actually caught these guys up. But will these guys dip into the pits? No is the answer. So no is the answer. So these guys are looks like they may be attempting a one stop as Teo is into the pits. Same as Rafa also into the pits. Rafa with a bit of a lockup coming into the pits. As looks like Para also into the pits, so they're all locking themselves to the two-stop, where everybody else from the top 11 are not. They've all done 9 laps on their current tyres. How far did okay, so Rafa came out 17 seconds behind the top 2. So Chen and Riley are fighting over what is P9 as Riley's going to try and dip up the inside of turn number 8. Sorry, not turn number 9, which will be the outside line for turn 10. He's going to try and hold it around the outside. Will the WRL driver give him the space on the exit? Yes, he does. They're still side by side, but it looks like Riley's backed out of it. And we'll have to settle for P10. But I think Riley will try again to come back at him at the first turn. As the leaders are not really doing anything. The last drivers are keeping with each other. As it looks like Moxu, Lost, Lenny, Bursty and Benson are all into the pits for their first stops. It's interesting that they are opting for the two-stop when the one-stop is actually faster. The one stop around this track is actually faster, as proven yesterday. But obviously it's their personal choice if they have engineers telling them what to do. But if I was one of their engineers, I'd be telling them to stay the heck out of the pits. But right now, nothing seems to be happening with these guys. They're all just running their own race. Alright, so the top 4 here are clearly not pitting, so they're clearly locking themselves into the one stop. Where everyone else behind is locked themselves into a two stop by pitting so early. It also doesn't help that both TDRs have gone to a second set of medium tyres. So they have to stop again. That's an interesting strategy call from both TDR drivers. That is interesting. As Rafa's getting past Riley. Oh, they are side by side here though. He's going to try and hold it around the outside. Got such a wide line, but managing to hold the place ahead of Riley. So that is good. But obviously Riley has not pitted. Where Rafa has. So now Rafa is about a second behind Chen. And Riley has dropped. Oh, Riley's got a puncher. That's what. Oh, Riley's got a puncher here. Oh dear. What's happened to Riley? He's just picked up. He's got a puncher. Oh dear, that's not good for the Titan Esports driver. Getting a puncher, so he's having to take it really slow, and retired on track. Okay. You could have done that when you got back to the pits. Well, that is pain. But how is your tyre popped though? How is your front left popped though? Like, these guys behind are not struggling at all. So Riley must have been like way too aggressive, unless Riley had a spin somewhere. It's the only thing I can say that happened to the Titan Esports driver. As it looks like Yarrow here is also starting to struggle. These guys have been on the thing as oh, there we go, speeds into the pits. So Valaris are definitely paying attention because I said Riley's tire popping. Did Riley get spun at the start? I think Riley must have got spun at the start for his tire to pop. There's no way his tire should have popped, but it did. So it is a shame, as Zubert and Speed have both come out behind Rafa of TRS. So the only people not to pit right now are the front three and P5. So those guys clearly looking after their tyres. Obviously Riley clearly did not look after his tyres, and finally his car has been disappeared off the track. Oh, there we go then. This is probably the right time to pit for the one stop though. This is. So Zen and Alex Lamass into the pits for their one and only stop. Yarrow staying out for one more lap. So where is Zenny and Alex going to come out behind his teammate? Speed is ahead of Zen, which is important. So the Speed has actually undercut his own teammate and Zen, which is pretty good. So now I assume Yarrow will be pitting at the end of this lap, so he can guarantee he comes out ahead. Well, if not ahead, just behind Alex and Zen. That's if he's going fast enough to do so. Well, we'll have to see. Yep, here he is, into the pits. So this will give Raphael the lead of this race. Currently up now into P1. Will Chen pit? No, Chen doesn't. And there goes Simon. Gonna go up the inside at turn 1. The TRS driver now into second place. As Yarrow's got, well, Yarrow's actually gonna come up behind Zuba. As Rafa's ahead of this train. And this train consists of himself, Speed, Zen, Alex and Masco try and get past Lenny and does so. Oh, a bit of contact though on the exit though. They're still side by side as we come around turn 7 though. Alex and Masco try and hold it around the outside, but nope, the TDR driver are going to think, whoa, Speedmaster straight up the inside there of turn 8 ahead of Rafa. As Alex and Masco going to get on the inside of turn 9 of Lost Lenny and trying to get over to the inside to cover that as fast as possible. As Zen's going to try and go up the inside of Rafa around turn 10 as they both still side by side as they're coming towards turn 11. Looks like Rafa's going to stay ahead, but they're still side by side. Contact, wheels banging between the two drivers. This now forces Rafa around, and here comes Alex Lamass straight up the inside of the TRS driver. And Alex Lamass says, thank you very much, I will claim that spot as lost. Lenny has spun it. Like, what's happened to Lost Lenny? What has happened to Lenny? Oh, he just lost it. Oh, that was big. 10 seconds for Chen speeding in the pit lane after doing 17 laps on his medium tyres. So that's going to drop him right to the back of the field and realistically out of the points. As Lost Lenny's coming into the pits to, I assume, change his tyres to put on a fresh set. So Rafa here then, Raphael all by himself then ahead of Simon, who was then ahead of Teo, then Speed, Zen, Alex Lamass, Rafa, who's now been overtaken by Zuba here. Zuba here going to try and get past the TRS driver, but does not, has a little wobble. Then I've got Yara right behind him, 1.5 seconds behind him, then it's Para, Florian, who's got Mercer and Moxie for company. As Moxie going to try and, Voice going to try and send it to the inside there of turn 11, but no he's not. He gets on a bit of the gravel there. Then it's Thirsty, Benson, Jensen, and then Chen, Brandox, Heineck, all hit by himself, and then Lost Lenny at the back. We're going to come on ball, back on, but here goes Alex Lamass up the inside of Zen, but contact between the two has left Zen very susceptible to think. But Alex Lamass though, wow, that is some sportsmanship. Alex Lamass dropping back to give the place back. Okay, so that is some sportsmanship from Alex Lamass. Was not expecting that at all. Alex Lamass giving the place back to the VMV driver. But obviously that does hinder him just a little bit because they have dropped off the back of his own teammate by just over a second. But I don't think it'll be long before they get back together. As Zuba here's going to try and have a little look at Rafa up the inside turn 10. But is not going to have much luck. A number of blocks. What? Why are you asking me, Cosmo? Cosimo. Right, so Alex Lamass here then will try to go again up the inside of turn number 1 on the inside of the VMV driver. VMV's going to try and hold around the outside, but now Alex Lamass gets up the inside this time very clean and safely. And now Alex will try to catch up to his own teammates as Chen gets fastest lap of the rest of 1:12.222. I say it won't be long before Alex Lamass catches up to his teammate. I think his teammate might drop back just a tiny bit. Zuba finally getting past Rafa. That has been coming for a few laps. Has finally got past the TRS driver, who will now be under threat from Yaro behind. Yaro currently P9. As Alex Lamass has almost got within his teammate. Will he get it before the detection point, which just before 13? It's literally after this little bit of chicane. Will he get it? He's in it. Well, where's the line? There. Got it. There we go. He got the battery boost to his teammate. Could we have the tyre age, please? Sure thing, buddy. Here you go. So, Raphael and Simon have been on their laps for 11 laps. Tio's been on his for 10, who's now under pressure here from Speed. And now it goes Speed up the inside of Teo. He's been on his laps for 6. 5 for Alex Lamass with Zen. And Zuba 6. Raphael 10. Yaro 4. Para 10. And then obviously you can see the rest. So I will expect I'm expecting Simon, Raphael, Simon, Teo, Rafa, Para, Florian, the FSR Mercs. I expect them to be in within the next couple laps to get for their second stop at some point. as these guys are on the long train. As Speed already caught up. Speed has already caught up to Simon already, by the way. That was some quick driving by Speed. He's already caught up to Simon. As Alex Lamas is going to get past Tio here for P4. And he's going to pull out the slipstream up the inside at turn 1. Alex Lamas will improve up to P4 from 20th on the grid. Yes, he does. As there's Thirsty into the pits for his second stop, and so is Benson Jensen. Also, Benson Jensen's done 2 stints on that medium tyre, so that's understandable. As at some point I've missed Yarrow getting past Rafa. As Yarrow's now unfortunately is 1.3 off the back of the rest of these guys, but probably not for long. Right. I wonder if I wonder when's that answers that question. Simon's in for his second stop, so this now puts Valaris on the double podium. The question is when Raphael will choose to pit. Obviously, when will Speed let his teammate past? I assume it won't be long before he does. As these guys have already gapped Teo, who's now got Zen behind. He's got Zen and Zuba behind him. Oh, Zen was going to go for a bit of move on Teo, but Teo closed the door on him. So now he's going to be under pressure here a little bit from Zuba. Will Zuba try and go for the move? Whoa, never mind. Zuba having a little bit of a wobble on the exit there. So that's not going to help him one bit. As Raphael is finally into the pits for his second stop. Where will this bring him out? He's already coming out of the pits, and there goes Teo, and I believe that was Rafa also going into the pits for their second stops. So the question is, where did Rafa come out? So, well, here he is. He's coming out of the pits, and he has come out behind Para. So he's in P6 as Moxu also, Mercer Moxu also into the pits. Brandox also into the pits as well. These guys will be allowed to now speed up. As looks like Thirsty and Florian are going to try and we're going to just jump Moxu, but Moxu going to be on fresh tyres, so he should be able to get those guys pretty quickly. So right now then it's Valaris 1-2 then with Alex Lamas ahead of his own teammate. The question is, will Alex Lamas use his pace to break away from his teammate, or will he keep his teammate with him as they both try to gap the rest of the field? As obviously with Teo pitting, Zen is up to P3. As Raphael's already caught Para. Obviously, Raphael here has already pitted twice. Para now into the pits for his second stop, so Raf will need to try and catch 7.5 seconds to the front 5, who are all on a 1 stop. And before people say anything, there's your tyres again. Pretty much everybody has pitted for one. Well, if you're fresh tyres, you pitted twice. If you're on old tyres, you've only pitted once. So obviously I expect no more pit stops now, unless we get a very late safety car, which can happen. It happened last week in Canada. We got a late safety car, which actually allowed Zadix for Titan Esports to win that race. But right now, Titan Esports is their only driver left in their race is currently down in 15th, so they're going to have another bad day at the office, which is not going to help them one bit. Oh, Simon gets fastest for the rest of 111.5650. Yarrow is struggling here to keep up with the front four, but he has the youngest tyres of all of them. Like, his tyres are like 2 laps younger than Speed and Zuba, and a lap younger than Zen and Alex. And he's struggling to keep up, but Raphael is actually catching him at a rather quick pace as Brandox gets fastest off for the rest of 111.641. As lost Lenny into the pits. As Heineck now gets fastest off for the rest of 111.457 as lost Lenny is retiring from the session. Our 4th retirement of this race. As will Zuba here try to have a little look at Zen? No, he's not going to. Right. So yeah, the yellow flags have now cleared. Yeah. He put tyres on. I had the tyres on not too long ago. There you go. So everybody that is... So the front 5 here are on double-digit tyres because they've only pitted once. The only other person to pit once is Chen, that's in P8, but he's got 10 seconds. 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pits, so he'll drop. Probably only down to P10 in the end, which ain't bad. There's the 10. So no one's really seems to be fighting. Okay, well, Yarrow seems to keep dropping out of this train, but he's still got the battery boost, so he must have got it before the last couple of corners. As here, Zen is looking very, very pushy on the back here of Speedmaster. Might try to look for the move, so... But Alex and Master's always going to keep ahead of his teammate to try and give his teammate his thing, as Chen has left the session, so that's bad. Chen has disconnected from the session, and here comes Zuba, going to go up the inside of Zen, which is an thing, as Zen's going to try to come back up the inside of him at turn 9. He's going to try and hold it around the outside, but Zuba on the inside. The XR driver trying to keep ahead of the VMV driver and does so. And now claims that place. Obviously as well, sorry Chen, I cannot invite you back. You'll have to add a Robbie to get back into the session, because I cannot invite you because I've got to keep an eye on this. Unless we get the safety car. But yeah, no, with him, he's dropping back quite a bit. The knife is like, I don't want to put a pause menu on to invite him back, because it's like, I don't want to miss the action. But there's not much really happening until, well, there wasn't really much happening until that point where Zuba decided to go up the inside of Zen. Oh no! His AI is also pitting him again! Oh no! Oh, I hate that. Oh. Well, there's no point in rejoining now. His AI pitted him for a second time. Oh my god, he's dropped all the way to the back. He's now in 17th. My god, because you have to wait 10 seconds as well. Well, that is just painful for the WRL driver. I hate that. They need to fix that where so the freaking AI doesn't pit their drivers. As I don't even notice this, Raphael's actually caught them up. Raphael's been on a charge for the last few laps. He's almost caught the front three. As Zen's going to try and... Ooh, I thought he was going to make a move up the inside there at turn 1. But Yarrow finally does not have the battery boost to the front 4. He's being caught by his teammate, so his teammate will try and see if he can catch up to the front runners. Oh, I thought Zen was going to have a little look there. But no, he's not having a look. Looks like Raph has finally caught up to his teammate, so it won't be long before his teammate just be like, here you go, just go fly through, mate. Just make sure you pull me along while you're at it. They'll probably do it on the safest place, which will be the main straight. But Alex the Mustang here leads as we're about to start lap 30 of 36 here. As Moxu getting ahead of Benson Jensen for 13th, as the two QDR drivers have swapped places. Hopefully Raphael can pull his teammate along to really catch back up to the front 3, because that's what he will want. As we get a lovely side pod action here. Actually, I think that POV's from the Halo, actually. There's a cam. That must be from the Halo cam. So that's what it looked like. But anyway, Raphael's getting very close here to the front 4 here, who are not really close enough. Wow, he's also gapped his teammate, which is not good. His teammate was probably hoping he could bring him along, but I don't think that's going to happen. Nope. He's gapped his teammate. That sucks. So Yarrow's not going to get any better than P6 in this race. As Moxu is fighting further back with a few with the FSR driver, and they've both dropped off the rest of the field. Right, how quickly do you want to bet that Rafa's going to make some moves here on these front runners? As Nick is the first person in this race to pick up 3 seconds for track limit violations. So that is a thing. So Alex Amas got a 6-10 gap to his teammate, as Zen is having to actually defend here against Raphael. So Raphael here really looking really racy here, and will now try to look to get past the VMV driver as we're coming into turn 1. Obviously Valaris and QDR are looking to pick up a lot of points here today. Ooh, as I thought he was going to go for the move. Obviously, he has got fresher tyres than those around him. We're on lap 32 here. We've got 4 to go. Oh, that'll be brave if you to stuck that all the way around the outside. As Zuba there had a bit of a wobble, so this is going to allow Zen to have a little look up the inside. As we're going to go on board here with the QDR driver, as those two are tyre banging, as they are still side by side. Oh, as Zen gets up that corner completely wrong, and Raphael says, thank you very much, I will just take P4. And he's going to try and have a little look up here the other side of turn number 10. Again, little touch on the back of the Aston Martin. But Raphael takes the free spot of Zen going all over the curb there of turn 8. And is now into P4. And looks to try and get past Zuba for P3 to get on that podium, as his own teammate has finally got back into the 1 second of the driver ahead, but will He's going to try and go around the outs. Oh, that's a bit of a chop across. But there go Raphael around the outside turn 1 and up into 3rd place. His next person to have a little look at will be Speedmaster, who's almost lost his own teammate. Yeah, I think Alex Lamassia is booking it, trying to build the gap so he can get Valaris to win. Oh, Yara was within the second, but has dropped out of it. Yeah, Alex Lamassia is just gone. Speed is just lost his own teammate. Oh, contact there between Raphael and Speed, so Raphael has dropped not 1 but 2 places to the back of this train. As obviously Alex Lamassia is just gone. He's now 2 seconds up the road. So the fighting between Speed and Raphael is lost. Speed. Sorry about that. Poor time for a yawn. But yeah. As we've got Raphael here. Gonna try. Oh, looks like Zil was trying. Oh, contact between Zil and Zuba here. This is going to allow Raphael to come back at them, but no. Contact between the 2 drivers at turn 1 does not help their cause. As it looks like here Raphael's got the better exit out of turn 3. We're trying to make a move on the VMV driver, but is just the VMV driver just not having it today. As Alex Lamassia is up the 2.5 seconds up the road. So unless Raphael can clear these guys rather quickly, I think this will be Alex Lamassia's race to win from P20, by the way. As up the inside here goes Raphael, up the inside of the VMV driver, and we'll get that move done. Very important for the QDR driver, as he wants to try and get into 2nd place. And he's now right on the back of Zuba here. And we're trying to make the move past Zuba into turn 1, but all these guys have lost 3 seconds to Alex Lamassia. So Alex Lamassia has definitely turned up the whack to get away. As now here comes Raphael up the inside of Zuba and gets back into the podium spot, and now is right on the diffuser of Speedmaster. I want to try and get past the Valaris driver as fast as possible so he can try and catch up to Alex Lamassia. It's 3 seconds up the road, but I don't think he will. His teammate also needs to try and catch up as well, so he can try to attack these guys as well to get QDR some more points. As Speedmaster a little defensive there. As here we go, up the inside down to turn 10. Space being left by the Ferrari driver, but looks like the Ferrari driver gets a better exit ahead of the V-Cab, and unfortunately Raphael will have to stay behind him again. As Alex Lamassia gets 10 for corner cutting! Oh dear, what's Alex Lamassia done? He's just thrown away a win! Alex Lamassia had a free win and he's just thrown it all away. He's probably made a mistake somewhere to get that 10. We'll probably see later what happened to Alex Lamassia. But here comes Raph up the inside then. This is for race victory then. It's going to be between Raphael and Speedmaster then on this final lap, because Alex Lamassia can drop behind all of them. I feel like that 10 is probably a bit harsh, but we'll have to see what occurs of it. So obviously Alex Lamassia try and want to break away from these guys a little bit. Because honestly, I feel like that 10 seconds is probably a bit harsh, but we'll have to see what happens. As Raphael here is under 3 seconds, so he's trying to catch up the Alex Lamassia, but Alex is just pretty much gone. So I wonder what Alex Lamassia did. Did he just get it all wrong here at the chicane and just cut the entire corner? I don't know what he did, but we're right on board here with the man who's going to win on the road, but will he keep the win? We do not know. As here he comes around the final corner. Alex Lamassia then from the back of the grid takes the win on the road, but gets a 10-second time penalty in the end. So Raphael will inherit the race victory and then it'll be Speedmaster and Zen on the podium, and Zen has finally got past Zuba. Oof. I wonder as Alex Master dropped all the way down to P7. Oh dear. So I don't know what happened to Alex Lamaster. Did he possibly lock up or something going into turn 11 and just cut the entire corner? That's what I'm thinking happened, but yeah. Not wrong button. As we now read for the rest of the field across line, we just wait for High Nick. Won't matter for Chen, because Chen's an AI. So here comes High Nick then out the last corner, up to the line, finish the race. So yeah, so very interesting race then from some people. But obviously Raf here will inherit the win. Yeah. So Raphael then inherits the win, then finishes a full second ahead of Speedmaster in the end, who claims P2, then Zen for P3. Zuba P4, then Yaro, Teo. Alex Lamas with that big 10-second penalty, which I feel like is may get reduced, but not fully removed. I don't know. We'll see what the stewards decide after. And then it's Simon in P8, started with finish, then Rafa, Para, Benson, Jensen, Florian, Maxu, and then Thirsty picking up the last point. Then Brandox, Heineck, and Chen, your last finishers, but Chen was a full lap down due to being in AI, which kind of sucks. And then Heineck getting fastest up of the race at 1:11.447. And your DNS being Lost, Lenny, Riley, G, and Vinny. So obviously that is it then for today. And I will see you next week for round number 8, and that'll be for the newest track on the F1 calendar. That will be the Mad Ring in Madrid, Spain. And I hope to see you all back. Hope to see you all next week for that race. The NA will kick off 8 PM on the Saturday, and Assist will kick off at 6 PM UK on the Sunday. But for now, I am the Penny Penguin, and I will see you all next week. Cheerio.